In the heart of Central Asia, beneath endless skies, lies a secret buried for nearly 800 years. It is the final resting place of a man who forged the largest contiguous land empire in history. A conqueror, a unifier, a name that echoes through time, Genghis Khan. But his greatest conquest might be his own disappearance. He commanded that his burial site remain a secret for eternity, and so far, his command has been obeyed. Generations of treasure hunters, archaeologists, and historians have searched, yet the tomb remains an enigma swallowed by the earth. What treasures does it hold? What secrets of his empire are interred with him? These questions fuel a global obsession. The search is not just for gold, but for a connection to a past that shaped the modern world. To find the tomb, we must first understand the man and the extreme lengths taken to hide him from the world. The story begins not with his end, but with the creation of an empire that stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Europe. This is the story of the greatest lost tomb in history and the puzzle that guards it. Born Temujin, the future Khan endured a harsh early life on the unforgiving steppes, a crucible that forged his resolve. He possessed an unmatched charisma and strategic mind, allowing him to unite the fiercely independent Mongol tribes under one banner. In 1206, a great council, or Kurultai, proclaimed him Genghis Khan, the universal ruler of all Mongols. His vision was not just conquest, but order. He established a written language, a legal code, and a reliable postal system. The Yam, his revolutionary messenger service, connected the vast empire with riders carrying information at incredible speeds. His armies were disciplined, organized, and masters of mounted archery, a force unlike any the world had seen before. They moved with breathtaking speed and coordination, appearing as if from nowhere to overwhelm their unprepared adversaries. From the steppes of Mongolia, his influence began to spread, redrawing the map of the known world. He built an empire not just on power, but on loyalty, meritocracy, and a singular unifying vision. This empire, born from a unified people, would become the vessel for his final, most enduring secret. The Mongol Empire became a bridge between East and West, a conduit for goods, ideas, and cultures. Under the Pax Mongolica, or Mongol peace, trade routes became safer than ever before, fostering unprecedented international commerce. Technologies like gunpowder, the compass, and printing presses moved westward, forever changing the course of European history. The empire's reach was staggering. It incorporated cultures from Persia, China, Russia, and the Middle East into a single polity. Cities like Samarkand and the new Mongol capital of Karakorum became cosmopolitan centers of learning, art, and administration. Genghis Khan himself was known for his tolerance of different religions, allowing faiths to coexist within his vast domain. The empire's wealth was immense, drawn from tribute and trade across 3 continents. This wealth would become part of the tomb's legend. Yet, even at the height of his power, as ruler of a quarter of the world's people, he never forgot his nomadic roots. He desired no grand palace in life, and according to legend, he wanted no monument in his passing, only a return to the earth. In 1227, during a campaign against the Western Jia, the great Khan's life came to an end, and the final secret began. Upon his passing, the Khan's final order was set into motion. His body was to be returned to his homeland in absolute secrecy. A small, loyal honor guard began the long, silent journey back to the heartlands of Mongolia. Legend, as recorded by Marco Polo and others, claims the escort took extreme measures to maintain this secrecy. It is said that any person or animal that crossed the path of the funeral procession was permanently silenced. This brutal decree was to ensure that no one could ever follow the trail or report the direction of the procession. The goal was to create a zone of absolute ignorance around the final journey, a moving shroud of secrecy. Every step of the way, the honor guard's duty was not just to protect the Khan's remains, but to protect his final wish. Imagine the silence of that journey, the tension, the unwavering commitment to a task that would be their last. After weeks of travel, they finally reached a remote, undisclosed location in the Khenti Mountains, near his birthplace. Here, the next and most crucial phase of the secret burial was about to begin. Once the location was chosen, a legion of laborers, who had been brought to the site, began their work. A deep crypt was dug into the earth, large enough to hold the Khan and a trove of treasures from his empire. After the interment, the tomb was sealed, and the most elaborate part of the concealment began. According to one popular legend, a nearby river was diverted to flow directly over the tomb site. This would hide it from sight forever, creating a permanent, natural barrier against discovery. Another part of the legend states that the ground above the tomb was then meticulously prepared for replanting. Thousands of trees were planted over the site and over the entire surrounding area to create a new forest. The goal was to make the tomb's location utterly indistinguishable from the virgin wilderness around it. They were not just burying a man, they were burying a place, erasing it from geography and memory. But to ensure the secret was absolute, one final, chilling act of loyalty was required. The thousands of laborers who had built the tomb had served their purpose. They knew the location. According to the legend, once their work was complete, the laborers were permanently silenced by the soldiers of the honor guard. This ensured that not a single one of them could ever whisper, draw a map, or lead someone back to the site. The secret of the tomb's location was now held by only a small, elite group, the honor guard themselves. Their final duty was to return to the Mongol court and report that the Khan's command had been fulfilled. But the story doesn't end there. The most loyal were entrusted with the most profound sacrifice. The legend concludes that these final guards, the last living links to the tomb, also vanished from history. Whether they took their own lives or were dispatched by others, the outcome was the same: absolute silence. The secret was now kept not by men, but by the land itself, by a river, a forest, and the silent earth. With the last witness gone, the tomb of Genghis Khan officially passed from history into the realm of myth. For centuries, all clues and legends have pointed to one sacred place, the mountain of Burkhan Khaldun. Located in the Khinty province of northeastern Mongolia, this mountain held deep spiritual significance for Genghis Khan. As a young man, he hid on this mountain to escape his enemies and credited its spirit with saving his life. He would often return to Burkhan Khaldun to pray, showing his deep reverence for the place. He designated the area as a great taboo, or ich korig, strictly forbidden to all but his family. This prohibition was enforced for centuries by a guardian tribe, the Darkhad, who prevented any unauthorized entry. This long-standing protection has kept the area pristine, a time capsule of the 13th century Mongolian wilderness. Many believe his tomb lies somewhere within this 12,000 square kilometer forbidden zone, hidden in plain sight. The name Burkhan Khaldun itself translates to God Mountain or Sacred Willow, reinforcing its holy status. If the tomb is anywhere, it is here, protected not just by secrecy, but by centuries of profound spiritual respect. In the 21st century, the search for the tomb has gone high-tech, swapping shovels for satellites. National Geographic's Valley of the Khans project used satellite imagery and crowdsourcing to scan the vast landscape for clues. Thousands of online volunteers scoured images, looking for man-made structures or unusual geological formations. Researchers use non-invasive tools like ground-penetrating radar and magnetometers to peer beneath the earth without disturbing it. These devices can detect underground anomalies, voids, walls, or large metal deposits that could indicate a hidden tomb. Drones equipped with LiDAR technology can map the forest floor in minute detail, stripping away the trees to reveal hidden topography. This has led to the discovery of numerous Bronze Age and Mongol period structures, but not the Great Khan's tomb itself. The sheer scale of the search area remains the biggest challenge. It's like finding a single grain of sand on a vast beach. Every promising lead, every strange anomaly has so far led to a dead end or a different, lesser discovery. It seems that even against modern technology, the 800-year-old secret continues to hold firm. Why has the most sought-after tomb in the world remained hidden? The obstacles are as immense as the empire itself. First is the terrain. The Khinty Mountains are a wilderness of dense forests, treacherous swamps, and rugged, roadless peaks. The weather is extreme, with short summers and brutally cold winters, limiting the window for any expedition. But a far greater obstacle is cultural. Genghis Khan is the founding father of Mongolia, a figure of immense national pride. Many Mongolians feel that his final wish for secrecy should be respected and that the tomb should never be found. They fear that disturbing his rest would break a sacred taboo and could bring a curse upon the land. As a result, the Mongolian government heavily restricts access to the sacred area around Burkhan Khaldun, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Foreign archaeological expeditions are viewed with suspicion, and permits are extremely difficult to obtain. This combination of physical, spiritual, and political barriers has created the perfect shield for the 800-year-old secret. The tomb is protected not by a clever trap, but by the land itself and the enduring will of a nation. So where is Genghis Khan? The honest answer is we still don't know, and perhaps we never will. The tomb has become more than just a place. It's a symbol of the ultimate secret, perfectly kept. It raises a profound question. Just because we can search for something, does that mean we should find it? To open the tomb would be to solve the mystery, but it would also destroy it, ending an 800-year-old legend. Some argue the knowledge and historical artifacts within are too important to remain hidden from humanity. Others believe that respecting the wishes of the dead, especially a nation's founder, is a more important duty. Genghis Khan's greatest legacy might not be the empire he built, but the mystery he left behind. His power was so great that it extended beyond his life, commanding the world to forget where he was laid to rest. For now, he remains undisturbed, one with the sacred earth he revered, his tomb protected by the landscape and legend. The greatest conqueror in history remains unconquered by time, curiosity, and technology, his final secret held fast by the silent earth.